Do you feel pain in your right side, just below your ribs? Do you often get full too quickly after a meal, or feel tired even after resting? Do you notice yellowing around your eyes or tongue dryness after waking up? What? If any of that sounds familiar, then your liver might already be under attack. And here's the scary part. It may not be alcohol, medicine, or disease. It might be your daily habits. Habits you think are healthy, habits you're proud of, habits you've been doing for decades. But they may be silently eroding your liver, cell by cell, function by function. And one morning, it might just fail. Now I know how that sounds, harsh, right? But let me be clear, this isn't fear. This is fact. And I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to walk you through a professional, deeply studied, and honest breakdown, one that may just save your health, your strength, and possibly your life. Every senior knows that the liver filters toxins, but very few know what that really means. Your liver performs over 500 essential tasks. It processes nutrients, breaks down fats, stores energy, manages cholesterol, filters medicines, cleans hormones, and even regulates your immune system. If it goes bad, everything else starts crumbling. Now ask yourself, you don't drink alcohol, you don't take heavy meds, you eat fruits, you walk daily. So why is your liver still struggling? The answer, daily habits. Seemingly harmless daily habits. That's the truth. And the worst part, most doctors don't mention them until it's already late. Let's start with the first major enemy, breakfast juice. Yes, you heard that right. Many elders start their morning with natural juices, apple, orange, grape, mango. Oh, they feel light, they feel healthy, they feel fresh. But what do they really do? Let's look at orange juice. Even without added sugar, a single glass can contain over 22 grams of fructose. That's higher than what your liver can handle in one dose. And that fructose, it doesn't go to your muscles. It doesn't feed your brain. It heads straight to your liver, where it gets converted into fat and stored as triglycerides. Do this daily for years, and you build something called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Yep, that means a liver that's been damaged just like an alcoholic's, but you never touched a drink. Now let's talk about something even sneakier, overhydration. Wait, what? I thought water is good? Yes, water is essential, but drowning your liver in water when it's not needed forces your kidneys and liver to overwork. Seniors often drink massive amounts of water in the evening, thinking it will flush toxins, but the liver doesn't flush toxins through urine, the kidneys do. The liver processes chemical waste through bile, and overhydration at the wrong time can dilute enzymes, slow bile production, and actually weaken digestion. If you've ever felt bloated after drinking lots of water, if your urine is clear for hours, if your sleep gets disturbed from urinating at night, your timing is off. Here's the timing professional advisors follow. Drink 250-300 ml of water within 10 minutes of waking, another 300 ml before lunch, and 200-250 ml before dinner. No water 1 hour before bed. This keeps enzymes in balance, prevents nighttime kidney strain, and supports liver recovery. Now let's step into food, and not junk food. Let's talk about so-called superfoods, apples, bananas, raw spinach, almonds, oats. Sounds clean, right? Now here's what many seniors don't realize. Each of these can be liver aggravators if consumed the wrong way. Let's start with apples. Apples contain sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that in small quantities is fine. But some older people have weakened gut lining or slower bile release. In these cases, sorbitol ferments. The liver has to intervene using additional enzymes to neutralize it, all while you experience gas, discomfort, or fullness. That's liver work, not digestion. Bananas are next. They're soft, rich in potassium, but they're also high in resistant starch. In a liver that's already inflamed or fat stored, bananas can worsen triglyceride levels. Even raw spinach is risky. It contains oxalates, natural compounds that can contribute to calcium buildup and gallstones when not properly broken down. And guess who has to handle that overflow when your digestion fails? Yep, your liver. Now what about almonds and oats? If soaked properly and consumed with fat, like flaxseed oil, almonds are great. But when eaten dry by elders with weak saliva production or bile flow, they go undigested and cause internal inflammation. Oats are another gray zone. Commercial oats often come with hidden pesticides or bleaching agents. Organic is safer, but again, timing matters. Don't eat oats in the evening. Give your liver 3 hours to process them before lying down. Let's talk movement. Did you know that inactivity leads to fat deposits inside the liver before it shows up anywhere else? You might be slim, but your liver could be packed with invisible fat. That's called TOFI, thin outside, fat inside, a hidden killer. And elders who sit for more than 6 hours a day are 60% more likely to develop silent liver fibrosis, a condition where your liver stiffens over time without pain. Here's a professional schedule. Wake by 6:37 a.m. Stand for 2 minutes before walking. Stretch arms above head for 30 seconds. Take 15 slow deep breaths. Move to the kitchen. Drink warm water. Walk outside for 8 to 12 minutes. Only then start breakfast. Your liver likes light before food. Your gut likes motion before chewing. That's how enzymes align. When to eat. Breakfast between 7:30–8:30 a.m. Lunch between 12:00–1:30 p.m. Dinner between 6 hours and 7 p.m. Never sleep within 3 hours of eating. The liver peaks its detox cycle between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sleep at 9:30–10 p.m. Dim all lights by 9 p.m. Read for 20 minutes. Close eye. Let your liver clean while your brain rests. What if you've already damaged your liver? You're not alone, but you can reverse most of it. Start walking daily. Cut all processed sugar. Limit fruit to mornings only. Stop eating if you feel full halfway. That's your liver crying. And above all, stop calling healthy what your body no longer agrees with. That discomfort after eating, that itchiness on your skin, that yellow tinge in your eyes or tongue. What? These are not just age. These are warnings, and if you listen now, you win later. Every older adult thinks, I don't eat much, so my liver must be fine. But the liver doesn't measure food by volume. It measures by quality, timing, and internal stress. And sadly, most elders are unknowingly failing that test every day. Let's dig deep. Your liver is directly connected to your gut through the portal vein. Every bite you chew and every sip you swallow is filtered through this traffic system. When food is loaded with preservatives, artificial coloring, or even just poorly digested leftovers from yesterday's dinner, the liver has to step in and fix the mess. This daily overload is one reason why so many elders suffer from digestive tiredness, that heavy feeling in your upper stomach after meals. It's not your stomach that's tired, it's your liver, and it's telling you that your timing is wrong. You see, your liver loves consistency. If you eat lunch one day at 12:30, the next at 3:00, and the next at 1:15, your enzyme cycle collapses. The liver anticipates glucose release, insulin response, bile production, and when your meals shift unpredictably, it's like asking your organs to dance to a broken song. Here's a better rhythm, and yes, it works across every body type: short, tall, skinny, heavy, strong, weak, diabetic, arthritic. The liver doesn't judge shape, it listens to rhythm. Eat breakfast within 90 minutes of waking up. Lunch within a 4.55-hour window after that. Dinner no later than 6:45 p.m. Allow 13 to 14 hours between dinner and next day's breakfast. This gives the liver enough time to perform night detox, repair cells, and reprogram enzymes. Now let's talk about posture. What? Posture and liver? Yep, you may not realize this, but sitting with a hunched back or curled belly compresses your abdominal cavity. This restricts blood flow to your digestive organs, including your liver. Sitting on soft, low couches after eating is a major mistake. It causes food to stagnate in the stomach, reduces bile secretion, and increases pressure on the liver. Instead, use a firm chair with a straight back. Keep both feet flat. Don't lean forward. After eating, walk for 5 minutes. Then sit upright for at least 20 minutes before reclining. Even your sleeping posture matters. Lying flat on your back after eating slows bile movement and raises internal pressure. The best sleeping position for liver recovery is lying on your right side with your knees slightly bent and a small pillow between them. This aligns the liver and gallbladder with gravity, improving flow. Let's talk about stress now. The liver is highly reactive to cortisol, the hormone released during stress. And guess what happens during chronic emotional strain? Your liver slows fat breakdown, it produces more glucose, it stores more toxins, it delays bile release. In other words, it turns into a panic organ, locked down, defensive, sluggish. Many elders believe that stress only affects their mind, but their skin, digestion, and liver suffer silently. So what can you do? Practice daily micro-pauses. Every 2 hours, stop whatever you're doing, sit still, close your eyes, and take 6 deep breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, exhale for 6. This sends a signal to the liver that the body is safe. Do this especially after meal. It improves absorption and enhances the liver's parasympathetic phase, the recovery phase. Now most seniors are concerned about their cholesterol, but very few know this. Your cholesterol numbers are a direct mirror of your liver's. When your LDL is high and HDL is low, your liver is stressed. When triglycerides rise, your liver is inflamed. When total cholesterol suddenly drops in older age, it might be due to severe liver weakening, and it gets more complex. If you are diabetic, your liver suffers more. That's because your liver must process excess glucose every hour. If your fasting blood sugar is above 120 consistently, your liver is already overloaded. Even worse, if you're taking multiple medications, your liver becomes the primary chemical filter. That means it's forced to break down not just food and hormones, but also synthetic compounds. This adds to cellular damage, especially in people over 65 whose liver enzyme production drops naturally. If you've had gallbladder removal, you need to be even more careful. Without a gallbladder to regulate bile release, your liver is now pushing bile directly into the gut, and this causes imbalances in fat absorption and pressure fluctuations in the liver ducts. It's crucial in these cases to eat fat-soluble foods in smaller doses more frequently. Try dividing fats into 4 categories: omega-3, flaxseed oil, sardines, walnuts. Excellent for liver. Monounsaturated fats: avocado, olive oil. Supportive saturated fats: butter, ghee. Limited, used in balance. Trans fats: baked goods, processed snacks. Absolutely avoid. Stick to the first 2, and measure intake. Use teaspoons, not guesses. Now minerals. Let's get clear. The liver loves minerals. Magnesium reduces enzyme strain. Zinc repairs liver cell walls. Selenium neutralizes chemical damage. Iron balances oxygen flow in liver tissues, but overuse of supplements can hurt. Instead, use food-based mineral sources. Pumpkin seeds for magnesium, mushrooms and garlic for selenium, spinach and lentils for iron, cooked, not raw, chickpeas and hemp seeds for zinc. Avoid synthetic multivitamins, unless blood levels prove you need them. And don't forget hydration quality. Not all water is equal. Tap water in many areas contains trace metals and chlorine. Both stress the liver. Use filtered or spring water. Drink at warm or room temperature. Cold water slows enzyme function. And never drink large amounts during meals. That dilutes bile and stomach acid. Instead, take small sips if needed, and drink fully either 30 minutes before or 90 minutes after meals. Let's shift to another hidden enemy: over-snacking. Elders often eat small bits throughout the day. A cracker here, a fruit slice, but every snack activates insulin, and insulin slows bile. This stops the liver from entering its repair phase. Snacking is like interrupting a janitor every time he tries to clean. Stick to 3 core meals, well spaced, and if you must snack, do it at the same time daily, and make it consistent. One more note on body types. Tall elders often have lower digestive pressure, which means slower liver filtration. They must eat more frequently, but in smaller short elders may have higher gut pressure, but slower movement. They need lighter meals, especially dinner. Heavy elders should reduce starches to once per day, and walk after each meal. Slim elders must protect their liver by increasing healthy fats and staying hydrated throughout the day. Even skin tone tells a story. Yellowish skin, that could be bilirubin buildup. Red palms, possible inflammation. Dark urine, concentrated waste. These are all signs of liver strain, and must not be ignored. Your liver is not complaining for fun, it's signal through pain, through fatigue, through subtle changes. If you're tired at the same time daily, if your stool floats too often, if you suddenly become sensitive to smells, if your tongue develops white patches or you experience bitterness in the mouth without eating bitter foods, that's your liver speaking, and it's begging for help. You've adjusted your food, you've fixed your schedule, you've changed how you sit, how you sleep, and when you move. But there's one layer deeper, one most people never reach. It's the inner programming of the liver, its rhythm, its communication with other organs, and its response to long-term habits. Let's decode it. Your liver doesn't act alone. It's part of a team: brain, gut, kidneys, lungs, and skin. When one organ is distressed, the liver adjusts its behavior to protect the rest. This is why many elders with clean scans still feel terrible. The damage isn't always visible. It's systemic, functional, and timing-based. Let's start with something simple but powerful: breathing. When your breathing becomes shallow, from stress, age, or bad posture, Oxygen supply to the liver drops. The liver consumes 20% of the body's oxygen. Without enough oxygen, your liver switches to anaerobic function, creating lactic acid buildup and increasing inflammation. Oh, that's why so many elders feel sore or swollen with no injury. It's not arthritis, it's low oxygen in organs. So how do you fix this? Practice liver supportive breathing twice a day. Sit upright, inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat 10 times. The goal is not relaxation, the goal is internal oxygen flow. Do this before breakfast and before sleep. It calms the nervous system and opens the capillaries that feed your liver cells. Now let's talk about bile. Bile is the liquid your liver produces to break down fats, absorb nutrients, and carry away toxins. Most elders ignore it completely, but when bile becomes thick from dehydration, low fat intake, or stress, your entire digestive and hormonal system goes haywire. You get constipated. You feel heavy after meals. Your stool floats or changes color. You wake up at 3 a.m. with tightness in the ribs. Yup, that's bile dysfunction. The solution? Consume bitters. Not pills, not supplements. Real food bitters like dandelion greens, chopped into salad, arugula, added to lunch, artichokes, steamed, eaten with lemon. Lemon water, warm, taken before meals. A small slice of grapefruit if not on medication. Bitters send a signal to the liver to release fresh bile. They're like a gym workout for your liver. Within 2 weeks, many elders feel lighter, sleep better, and have more stable moods. That's no coincidence. The liver is deeply tied to your emotions. Let's move to a deeper level, emotional storage. In traditional medicine, the liver is called the seat of anger. That's not superstition. Chronic resentment, bitterness, frustration. These emotions increase cortisol, suppress immune function, and damage liver cells. When you bottle emotions, your liver pays the price. So how do you release that? You don't need therapy. You need emotional clarity. Write down your biggest regret or disappointment. Say it out loud. Then forgive it, not for others, but for your health. What? Sounds strange? Maybe. But do it once, and watch your digestion improve. It's not magic. It's stress, offloaded. Now let's revisit movement, not general walking, but liver-specific exercise. The liver is heavy, over 3 pounds, and when it's inflamed or fatty, it presses downward, affecting your diaphragm and stomach. This creates tightness, bloating, or breathlessness. The best, liver lifts. Stand straight, raise both arms overhead, and gently lean to the left. Hold for 10 seconds. Return center. Lean right. Hold. Repeat 5 times each side. This stretches the connective tissue around the liver and encourages better blood flow. Pair this with walking 10 minutes after meals. Not fast walking, not exercise walking, just slow, rhythmic, no phone walking. Let your body talk to itself. Let digestion activate. Now something most elders overlook. The tongue. The tongue is a mirror of internal health. A pale tongue indicates blood deficiency. A yellow coating, possible liver heat. A thick white coat, cold digestion and sluggish bile. Observe it daily. If you have a crack down the center, your digestive tract may be inflamed. If it's red at the tip, that's liver fire. Emotional heat rising upward. Scrape your tongue gently each morning. Not harshly, just a light clean. Then sip warm lemon water to stimulate enzymes. Let's not forget about protein. Older people often reduce protein, thinking it's hard to digest, but your liver needs amino acids to rebuild tissue and maintain detox function. Go too low on protein, and your liver begins breaking down muscle for fuel. That's why many elders lose strength even while eating healthy. You need 1.0–1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. For a 65-kg elder, that's 65 to 78 grams. Divide it through the day. Don't overload one meal. Choose soft proteins, lentil soup, Greek yogurt, soft boiled eggs, tofu, organic only, cooked quinoa with ghee. Avoid red meats late in the day. They digest slowly and stress the liver at night. Speaking of night, the liver performs its deepest cleanse between 1 to 3 a.m. If you're awake during that window, your detox is interrupted. That's why timing matters. Sleep by 10 p.m. Dim lights by 9. Avoid stimulation. Don't eat after 7 p.m. Allow your liver to rest, clean, and reset. Let's also revisit your skin. Your skin is your second liver. When the main liver can't filter properly, toxins exit through sweat and skin. That's why elders with poor liver health often have itchy arms, dry patches, or unexplained rashes. No cream can fix that from outside. Support it from inside. Drink warm water throughout the day. Avoid cold foods in the evening. Use flaxseed oil on toast. Keep your gut clean. The liver and gut are best friends. Oh, and never ignore foul body odor, smelly urine or sharp breath. Those are internal fumes trying to escape. They're not about hygiene. They're warnings. One last twist. Medications. Even if your doctor said your meds are liver safe, understand this. Your liver still has to break them down. Every tablet, capsule or liquid needs to be converted, filtered, and excreted. If you're on 3 or more long-term meds, your liver is overworking. Support it naturally. Don't skip meals. Don't try sudden fasting. Don't take detox drinks sold online. Do the real work. Rest, balance, timing, warmth and rhythm. What? Still think it's just about food? Nope, your liver is a living rhythm. And your choices either make it dance or drag. Remember, this organ never complains first. It tolerates, adapts, absorbs. But once it hits its limit, it crashes, silently. You don't want that. Start where you are. Choose warmth. Choose rhythm. Choose calm. Choose to listen before it's too late.